Hi guys, welcome. So today's either gonna be a massive fail or we're gonna have some fun. Either way, go grab your sketchbook and draw along with me. So what we're gonna do today is make puffy paints or thick paints or whatever you want to call it. I didn't have any prior experience with this, so I went to the good old YouTube and looked up some videos, and there are various ways to make thick paints. Let's just start with all of the supplies that I've gathered. So most of the recipes either involved shaving cream and glue, mostly both of them. So I've got these, some more glue. They always said use white glue, and I don't know, we don't have Elmer's glue where I live. So I got this one, which is white, and this is normal glue. We'll see which one we'll use. I also have Mod Podge, which I still don't know the difference between glue and Mod Podge. I actually cheated a little bit and did some tests with various results. We'll go grab them in a second, but I used Mod Podge for some of them, and I think Mod Podge is just a little too fluid, but maybe we'll use it. Then many also used acrylic, so I have this big tube of white acrylic, which seemed to work quite well. I've actually got some palette knives, so we're gonna use those as well to mix the paint and maybe make like a cool texture, you know. Also my hands, they look a little green. I apologize. I tried getting it off, but I couldn't. I was drawing earlier today, but we're gonna use more of the ink, so they're gonna get worse. So be prepared. I've got a straw to use as a pipette or pipette. I don't know, to like grab the ink because I cannot find those anywhere. Some paper plates as a palette. Then we're obviously gonna need some sort of thick cardboard or paper or whatever. So I've got this really old watercolor paper that might have some old drawings in there. Yeah. We can use that or just some actual like cardboard. And then for ink, I've got these, which are also really cheap, but they're pretty pigmented, so I don't really use them for anything else. But we might use them. I don't know what the brand is. I don't think they even have a brand. But they're very pigmented ink, so we can use those instead of like food coloring or any other ink. Then there's also a little bit of flour because some people kept using flour to like thicken up the paint. So in case we'll need that, we also have that, and I think that's all of the supplies for now. How big is the chance that this is gonna get everywhere? Very big. Okay, so my tests from the other day are these. I first did this one, and I think this was Mod Podge and shaving cream. It did not work. It did get pretty dry, but it's still like, it's been 2 days or something and they're still squishy, so that's not it. This one looks a little better. It's still very squishy. Next up was this one, and I think this is one of the best we got. I think this one is acrylics and shaving cream. It just makes the paint a little thicker. And then this one, I actually really like this one. That is not, this one works well. It's hardened and it's very thick. So I think what would work best is acrylics and shaving cream, and then just some sort of coloring. But I do want to use it, I do want to try with the glue, because that should work as well. But I haven't tried that yet, because I didn't have glue yet yesterday, or the day before yesterday. So we're just gonna try out some things, and we'll see what works best. We're gonna do this together. This looks like mold. I have no clue what I want to do. I think portraits are gonna be hard, because I don't think we're gonna have a lot of control. So maybe we'll draw some simple things like fruits, or maybe it's gonna be abstract. We will see. I think we're gonna start by mixing it on here. So I really want to try using this glue. See if it works. It should be half, but I believe this shaving cream is pretty old, and it's blue, which was not what I wanted. Oh, that's lovely. So we're just gonna, yeah, you see that? It's not actual shaving cream yet. I don't know if that is the brand, although this one should be expensive, but this one doesn't smell as good as this one. This one's for women. It smells better. Yeah, it's blue, very thick. It's not what shaving cream should be. I think they're just very old. But because they're so thick, they can really like fluffen up when you mix them a bit. So I think this should be fine for now. And then we'll grab some glue. Place it on there. That should be enough ingredient-wise. Gonna grab this little palette knife, and we're just gonna mix it. It will be blue in and of itself. You can obviously mix other colors with it, like even red and like cool colors, right? But I think getting like a bright yellow is gonna be a little hard if you have a blue base, but look at that. And if you want to thicken it up, which we might have to do, all we have to do is grab some flour, put it in there, and then mix some more. So because half of this is glue, it should dry, like, it should harden, right? I actually have some black paper, I'm gonna grab that. Okay, so these are less thick, but it is black, and if we use the white base, it will actually show up. So we can just do like some little hearts like I did with the tests. You can see that it's quite thick, but it's not very easy to smear around, and I think this is gonna take a while to dry, right? But you can see that's quite thick. Okay, so that's one way of making it. The other way is with acrylics, so we can also try that. We'll grab a different plate. Maybe we can try this one. I believe this one's also just like blue, which is not what we want. Oh my god, okay. If we put half this, half like acrylic, like so, because the shaving cream is obviously gonna poof, right? We'll mix these. I feel like we're gonna need some kind of, oh, that's really, honestly, I saw people put like sand in there. I saw people put sand, I saw people put sand in there to get like a nice texture. We can try something like that as well. This is not really working. Let's put some glue in there. Because I'm not convinced it's gonna dry like at all if we don't put some sort of like hardening material in there. Because shaving cream does not dry. It's certainly very puffy. It's already splattered everywhere. I think the acrylic paint was not the right one for this. But like, if this dries as puffy as it is right now, then it could still be really cool. We can make some landscapes or something. Just like Bob Ross it. I mean, we already have the palette knife, the titanium whites. What more do you need? This one is very liquid smooth. It looks like frosting. And that one looks like, you know, when walls have holes and you like, you know, I don't know what it's called in English. Yeah, we definitely have two very different textures here, which can be fun. And we're gonna have to color them. And then, like I said, maybe we'll paint some landscape with it. Just put on a Bob Ross tutorial. Okay, so if we're gonna paint, like I said, the paper is gonna be way too thin. So I have these two, like, thick cardstock plates, whatever you want to call them. There's a little hole in the back, but the back doesn't matter. They're obviously very big, too big. These are just from like frames because I actually have some glass as well, which I wanted to try out. If you paint this on glass and it dries, do you think we'll be able to like get it off? Let me grab the glass. I've got these two, which I've held on to for a very long time. Both of these were from like frames to like put photos in or whatever. And for some reason the frame broke, not the glass, no, the frame. So yeah, we've got glass. We can use those. My friends, we've got two tiny canvases. I'm gonna call them canvases, I don't know what else to call them. And a slightly larger one. We can do two tests on here. We always have more. But we're first gonna have to color this, and this is also not gonna be enough. But I just want to do a test with these. Maybe we'll make like 3 colors or something. And with this, which, I don't know. I don't know. One more thing about my tests. I had a lot of paint that was just left over. And I like made this with it. And it's very abstract. It doesn't mean anything. But it was fun to just use the palette knife to put these on and like mix the colors. So if all goes wrong, we can at least make something like this. It also feels nice. Very textured. So yeah.
So I tell you what, let's start out and have run all the colors across the screen that you need to paint.
I will not be making all those colors. I don't know what's the best way to go around this, honestly. I noticed that last time this was my palette, I had blue. Oh, it's still kind of sort of wet. This is not. This one is like nice though. I don't know what I put in there. I think acrylics. I put like red, but it was pink. And this really dark blue. But I noticed that it's kind of hard to separate the two of them, because this was only 2 colors, and if we're gonna use like 10 colors, that is too much. But we'll just go with the flow, right? So I don't have brown, which is something you see a lot in nature, but we can mix brown. But I first want to mix I don't know, we'll just see. Like maybe we can use this for rocks or something so we can make this sort of brown. Get a bunch of it there. I've got a little stick. Maybe that works. I grabbed this paper and I'm not doing anything with it, but it's just there for now. So yeah, my plan is to use this, put it in the ink, put my finger on it, and then I can transfer the ink. Because I don't want to use a paintbrush. Normally I definitely would, even though you're not supposed to. But with this, mixing in the paintbrush, I don't think that's gonna work. We can grab, I want to grab yellow actually. This one. It says liquid watercolor, but these were so cheap that the moment you put them down, they're there. So they're way more like ink, so I call them inks because that's literally what they are. So with the undertone of this being blue, this might turn out a little, you know, green. But we're just gonna grab some color, place it on there, if I release my finger, and we'll see how much this is. I don't think it's enough. That's certainly yellow. Yeah, you can see that it's starting to get a little bit green, but I actually kind of like that. I think I'm gonna grab a little more. Today is a very DIY day. I guess if you just like put enough ink in there, it's gonna be yellow, no matter the undertone. Well, not really with yellow, but like, you know what I mean? Look at this color, it's so cute, but I want it to be more yellow. We're just slowly gonna build it up because we can always go back, right? We cannot go back, right? We can always add more. It really does look like frosting though. Wait, this was the bumpy one. I think I just really needed to mix more. I just got impatient because right now it's really smooth. Buttery smooth. We might even need to add some flour to like make it not be as smooth. But we have yellow! Yellow's my favorite color, guys. Next up, maybe red. Maybe we'll just make some primaries to start with. I think I'm just gonna color this blob red. So I'm gonna take my straw. Maybe we can even try and make a skin tone, although that might be, you know, a little hard. You can see that it's really getting smoother. I probably just had to mix more, which is great because I wasn't a big fan of the texture. I'm gonna add more ink. Make sure that's really red. I've actually been standing for most of the video, and I can already feel my back because I'm hunched over like the hunchback of the Notre Dame. That is still pink. Just gonna put in a lot of ink. I really hope that it doesn't mess with the texture all too much, or the consistency, I should say. I feel like it's becoming less. It's not primary red. We'll just keep it with pastels for today, which is what I like anyways. Okay, next up we're gonna make blue, maybe with this, that whole thing. We'll just grab half of it or something. I'm gonna clean this so that we can use it again. That was actually surprisingly easy to clean. It was really cool. When I put water through one end, it came out orange because the two colors were mixing. We're just gonna grab our blue, put it in there. There. Explosion. It looks really cool. This one, it's already really, really blue. Why is the red not? I think the red is just, oh, never mind, it's getting less blue. But I think the red, I put so much ink in there. And it's still really pastel. With this one, I just did one pass. Look at that, buttery smooth. It would be so cool if you put some of this and then just like the white or like the base and then make a sky and make clouds. We are definitely gonna try that. And I really want a green, so I'm gonna put green or make green. There is green in here, but I don't really like this green because it's so forcey green. I did a random color generator today and you know what turned out? Green. And this green is honestly one of my least favorite colors. I just don't like a bright saturated forest green like this. We'll probably add some yellow later. For now, let's mix. Because this is not a natural color. It is so blue. I should not have added even more blue to an already blue-green, but that's fine. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna add yellow. I've got another straw. We'll grab some yellow and we'll see what this does. See? Poopy olive green. I want it to be, oops. I want it to be, oh, I really need to be careful. I want it to be more of a sappy green. And for that, all of the colors are way too saturated. But like I said, we'll figure it out. The mixing is already taking like half an hour. And we only have 4 colors. See, now it's a little bit more nice. I might even add a little bit more yellow. Ooh, look at that. Now we don't have white yet left, actually. But we have green and pink and blue and some sort of yellow. Let's see how it's with this. Oh, it's kind of getting thicker. Okay, I think I'm gonna make another batch of just paints, right? I think I'm gonna go with this one. So that is with glue and shaving cream, and that one was with acrylics, because I like this one more, I think, especially the blue. Just look at it. And then we can maybe do the clouds, because now I really want to do the clouds. The lighting is really bad in this video. It's because it's very cloudy, and it's actually raining right now. Oh, it smells really good. It just smells like fresh laundry or something. Look how fun! But yeah, you can see that the shaving cream is really condensed when you put it down, probably because it is so old, because I didn't feel like buying something. So it's really fluffing it up. Just look at that. It's just that we have the problem with... I can't find them. The problem with the tests, if there's too much shaving cream, it's not gonna dry this way, right? So for now, look at that. Yes, that's awesome. We'll use this one for this. I think I'm gonna add a white base because I don't want this to show through. So we'll do that real quick. I do have to say, so far so good, because I did not have too high expectations. Maybe I'm way too early with this, but yeah, at least we've got some paints, and we're gonna use set paints, and it's gonna be fun. Like I said, it's probably too early to say this, but I was considering not making this video at all because I thought it was gonna be a huge fail. But like I said, so far so good. What do you think of my painting technique? I call it, I don't care anymore. I also have too much paint. We can just use some of it to thicken up the other paint. I'm glad that I'm finally using my paints and inks though, because this acrylic paint I've had for years. Same with the ink, or the liquid watercolor as they call it. Oh no. I was also planning to throw the inks away, but I'm glad I didn't. So this is just the base, so that it's not as... Ugh, okay, and I don't like the texture of paint. Ugh. Yippee! When I mix it, it becomes less smooth. I think we need to hurry a little bit. I'm gonna clean this. Maybe use two palette knives, one that's blue and the other one that's white, because that'll mostly be the colors we're gonna use. This one, the tiny one, is white already, so I think we're good. What I'm gonna do, grab some blue, place it here, and then we'll just like sort of mix it, and we're just gonna put it on there, right? It's gonna be nice and thick. Okay, it's not smooth, that's one thing. Just look at that. We can make it a little abstract, obviously. We'll just get some base in here, sort of a very light blue, so that we have something to work with. Maybe the under base with white acrylic wasn't needed, but better safe than sorry. Just look at that. That's our sky. I really wish that there were pretty clouds out today, so I could just like look up at the sky and paint those clouds. Sort of like a plein air drawing or painting. Grab some blue. I also don't know how to use palette knives, in case it wasn't apparent yet. Because the sky is blue, and under the sky there's clouds. So we should have had a blue base, but it's fine. We can just add them in. I think this painting is gonna be like 10 centimeters thick by the end of it, but that's cool. That's honestly really cool. We'll just kind of add them in like so, maybe? I recently joined this group chat with over 1,000 people, which is insane. And all that is done is just people sending pictures of clouds that they took. So I've been paying more attention to the clouds that are around me. I really want whites. What if I just put glue on here? Just grab some glue, mix it a tiny bit, but not too much, because then it's gonna get blue. Blue glue. I think it looks a little bad. It's the ugly stage, guys. What if we wait? No. I was gonna say, what if we wait for it to dry and put another layer, but it's gonna be like at least 24 hours to dry. And I don't have such patience. We added some blue in the background for more contrast. It's something. It really certainly is something. I think we're gonna have to add another color in here Maybe another color of blue, but just some sort of other color. Separate some of this. And I should have, oh my god. Yeah, perfect. Lovely. I love that. Anyways, I think I should have another blue color in the ink. Grab our straw, some blue. We'll fix this later, don't worry. And just add it on there. And then mix, mix, mix. See, that's a different hue. Oh, I love that. Wait. This is more of a, like, this is like a blue blue. And then this is more of a sky blue. I like that. We add this as well to the background. We'll have some more variation. Maybe fix this. I don't know how we can make this look more like clouds. Oh, look at that. Just dab it. Maybe we should add, maybe I should look at a picture of clouds. That is probably the first step. Maybe we add some shading to the clouds itself. A little more like so. There's some sort of glue here. I don't like that. It has a different texture. And we don't want texture on this painting. No. See? I think it's rather abstract, but maybe if we add some yellow. And then, oh, I actually kind of like, I don't know if I like it. It's definitely unique. We'll call it that. Grab this one that's buried in there. Actually, just like to the side here. And then we'll grab some yellow that is off screen. That is too yellow, obviously, but luckily we made plenty. Another green. I should have expected that with blue. But that's fine. It's gonna look yellow next to the, you know, blue, because the blue undertone is not gonna be as prevalent. And I think it might actually look more white. We'll just see. Yeah, this is definitely gonna take like ages to dry, but maybe to the top or to the bottom. I guess on the top more. I don't like how yellow. But we can always like, what if we just turn it? No. It looks way too green. If you're gonna do this as well, which I would recommend because it's fun, make sure that you have white shaving cream if you want to be able to mix your colors well. See, does that add anything? I don't think it makes it look more like clouds actually. Like I said at the beginning of the video, maybe it's more abstract. There's nothing wrong with that. Would you look at this and say, oh, those are clouds or not? Be honest, please, but not too honest or I'll cry. Okay, which parts do I not like? It's more that I don't like the texture that is on the yellow bits, like these. They look a little like foam that you put in walls. It would be a shame if it like really, when it dries, like really sinks. I don't know. I don't really like how it looks right now, I won't lie. But I think we should not dwell on it too much more and maybe move on. Take what we've learned. Maybe it needs to be darker in the sky areas. Should we leave it like this? I think we will for now. Yeah, I think we're gonna leave it. I would say put it in the sun to dry, but there is no sun today. Well, that was number 1. I still have these 2 and more if I want them. I just want to do some sort of Bob Ross on here. I think that would be really funny. I think he would be proud. Place this here so we can like once again start with the sky, maybe a base as well. Maybe we can do a sunset because we do have the pinkish red and yellow, and we already did a sky obviously, and then like some mountains or some other Bob Ross. Doesn't Bob Ross also always like gesso his canvases, right? He uses oil and not shaving cream and glue, but you know, we're following the masters here. I just got paint on my laptop, no! I wonder why. Okay, I found an image of Bob Ross that I'm gonna take inspiration from. We will definitely be able to make something. This is probably not dry, no, because it's been 2 minutes. Barely. But we're just gonna start. So, okay, with a sunset. The corners are gonna be a little blue. More like a magenta, maybe? No, not magenta. More like an indigo, maybe? Like so. No, I want it to be more blue. What if we just mix it on the canvas? Grab a whole bunch of our base color with the palette knife that has 8 different colors on it. But anyways, it might be hard to do some layers. Because it's gonna take so long to dry, I'm gonna grab it. Because it takes so long to dry. Look at that. Just mix it on here. See, I'm gonna need more because I can see the bottom and I don't want that. Look at that spread. And then like we're gonna make this. Okay, this is gonna be more blue purplish because that's what a sunset looks like. Ooh, look at that. You know what's most important? To have fun and experiment a little bit. I said it before, but it really does smell good, which is upsetting in a way. It also looks like frosting, so doesn't that just look amazing? We'll just start with the background, get all of this in, and then we'll grab a whole bunch of yellow, and we'll just, oh, look at that! Looks amazing. So delicious. You know when artists are like, oh, I want to eat your art as a compliment? That's what us artists do. I want to eat this. Doesn't that look like a sunset? No? Well, alright. Honestly, just the palette looks nice as well. We kind of have a skin tone there. I do still sort of want to like try some sort of portrait because I like drawing portraits or painting portraits. I think we have a backdrop, like a nice sunset, if you use your imagination enough. It also, I do have to say, it looks really different on camera. I think my phone is boosting the contrast, so this looks really, really dark, but it's actually, like, it looks different in real life. And the yellow looks less vibrant, but it'll be in a museum soon, so come and see it. No, I'm just kidding, I'm sorry. I think we're gonna add mountains of some sorts and then some bushes in true Bob Ross fashion. Not this color of bushes, that would be insane. But we'll mix something. If we mix this green and that red pinkish, I think we'll like get a nice, more muted color. We should kind of let this dry. Like I said, that's gonna take a long time. I do like how it looks though. Like I said, very, very abstract, but it's cool. Okay, I'm gonna put this to the side. We'll have this. I'm gonna have to prep this as well. I should have prepared. I would say do a background and then put it on there, but I don't have 3 days for this. So we're just gonna mix some sort of skin tone, or at least try to. I think I'm just gonna like grab pink. That's so much pink, and yellow, and then a whole bunch of whites, and I hope it gives us some form of human skin tone. Should add a little bit of blue in here. Just a tip. Look at that. It's very peachy because I did not use a lot of blue, but I'm just gonna squash this on here, and it's not mixed very well. It's also, oh no, I got green. I'm gonna paste this on here. This is probably not gonna turn out. If it suddenly cuts to going back to the other drawing, you know that this did not turn out. Get a face shape in here. Lovely, lovely. Eye. This is so silly. Oh my god. And another eye. The eyes are a little red tinted, but sometimes you have days like that. We're gonna add the nose. I always make the nose very pink, or my entire palette is a mess. Squash that on there. Look at that. Isn't that a gorgeous face so far? And we'll just add some like, I feel like Picasso. Lips. What is this? Add ears. What color? Should we make the hair blue? Or no, because I would make it a natural color, but the colors I have are bright blue, bright green, pink, and yellow. Oh, we can add blush, actually. Ah, so cute. That is way too dark. It looks horrendous. Okay, I'm just gonna grab this blue. This is not gonna turn out well, obviously. But like, I can't wait for it to dry. I mean, I can, but I won't. It's a little too thin, I think. Maybe we should add some paint in there. I think it's important to not have any expectations at all, because I think any expectations you have are gonna be too high. But so far, so cute, so cute. Who knows, maybe if I work some more on this, it'll be my favorite of the day. Maybe if I work a lot on it. This definitely looks like it was painted by some grade schooler. I think it's so cute actually. I kind of like the hair. It really added. And then we still have the backgrounds. We'll figure that out later. I'm gonna add the eyebrows. I don't know how I'm gonna do the eyes yet. Maybe I'll close them. Add some nostrils if we feel, look at that. Now she has a nose. I don't really have any dark color. Wait, I have one. Oh my god. I've got one color that is pretty dark. Do I dare put it over the drawing? Look at that. I am getting a line art color. This is a really nice color actually. And we'll make the eyes with this. Maybe even add the chin. It's always a good idea to start with the chin because that one doesn't matter all too much. And we're just gonna do the eyelids. See? She is shining. If there's anyone watching and this is the first video of mine you watch, please, I swear I can draw better than this. I'm gonna add in the pupils. I'm gonna make them this color. This is gonna be so creepy. More paint. Oh my god. Actually, that really helps. Wait, look at that. Is she cross-eyed? Yes, but it's mean to say. I think she's beautiful. Just the way she is. I'm gonna give her some eyeliner. Will you? Look at that. She's a little cross-eyed, but sometimes you have that. I'm pretty sure that the eyes are like gonna dry really. Because I'm pretty sure that's all shaving cream. But other than that, whatever. I think I'm gonna add some shading to the hair. And maybe the background. And maybe then she'll just be done. Grab some of that. I really want it to be darker as well. Look at that. That is a nice blue. This is so incredibly silly. I think she's almost done. I want to add yellow in the background because that's one of the few colors we don't have in the painting. We don't have green either, but I don't want to use the green. There will also definitely be some pink in here because I've got a lot of pink mixed in my yellow. But I really just wanted to cake it on like this. Nice and thick. You win some, you lose some. I think this one's a win. I hope you guys realize that I'm not serious all of the time and I don't think this looks amazing because just look at it. But it's more fun to be positive and just laugh at it instead of be mad at myself because it looks horrendous. Because obviously it wasn't gonna look good. But I do like how I'm doing the background actually. I'm getting better at this. Will you look at her? Maybe she's wearing a maroon shirt of some sorts. It's not working. Definitely doesn't follow the shape of her neck, but you can't have everything. Yes, I think I found my new love. It's her. Oh, it's like sort of drying. Oh, that's not making it any better. I don't even have the right color on my knife. Yeah, that is making it so much worse. I think we should stop. I would sign it, but look at her. She's amazing. Look at my hands. These are the hands of an... Oh wait, I should not do that above the painting. These are the hands of an artist. And here is our sunset. I kind of like it. As with the clouds one, the more I look at it, the more it looks like mold. Like maybe it's the fact that it's so soft, so hairy almost, that it just looks like mold. I don't think this one is gonna dry well, so we're gonna look at it as it is right now. Just I don't know. Okay, so we're gonna start with the mountains in the background. And I think what I'm gonna do for that is mix the dark color that we used for line art, that one in the corner right there, and then maybe that, and then we'll have some really dark, like a nice dark base, and then on top of that we'll add like the whites for snow. So I have some space left here. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna grab some new paint of our base, and then I'm gonna add in the pink or the purple or whatever color you call this. Oh, look at it, it's almost sizzling. Yeah, I think that is way too much shaving cream. I might actually add some glue to that because, oh shoot, because right now it looks nice, but when it's gonna dry, it's not gonna look good. Oh, look how deep. Oh, that is really, really dark. Oh, it's purple! Why did I not see that coming? It is a good purple though. And dark. Just look at that. Wait. It's not showing up on camera at all. But it's... Oh, I don't dare do it above my painting. It's dripping. Just trust me, it's a really nice purple. But I don't really want purple. So I'm gonna add some yellow to make it less purple. Now it's just a little less saturated. There's still a lot on my knife though. Look at that! Wait, ow. That is just a landscape in and of itself. I'm getting impatient, so we'll just use this color and we'll make some mountains with it. So mountains are basically triangles. I don't have a Bob Ross tutorial with me, but we're just gonna start. Maybe not too high, maybe like so. And then if we just use the knife to our advantage, see, we can already get some shading in here. That's definitely what I was planning. Make sure they're not all the same size. Oh. The thing is, where I live, there are no mountains. So I pretty much never see mountains. Sometimes I forget they're even real. And then I see a mountain or I go to another country, I'm like, a mountain? And then it's just a hill that's 500 meters high. I'm like, a mountain? So, forgive me if they don't look good. You know? And we'll just put like a tree here or something. In true Bob Ross fashion. Just look at that. Maybe we can immediately just add in some whites. Oh, there's a bunch of glue here. Oh, I should have mixed that up. Because it's not gonna dry, right? I don't know what this color is. It is very glued right now. We'll just... maybe one that doesn't look as good. That one. I don't like that. Stop. How does he do that? Bob. Let's just add it to the left side. And oh, look at the little rainbow. You know what? I think it looks good. You can say what you want, but I think I am a natural at this. Like so. I think it's gonna look better if we just keep it in this like very warm color palette. So we're not gonna use this bright green. We'll mix it with something. Maybe with a purple. A purple. They're next to each other anyways. Maybe we'll start with some fair green, like see what this makes, right? That is already a better green, honestly. Yeah, I kind of like this. We'll just make some of those. Look at that, that fits within the color palette and it looks green. We'll just add some like trees that are very far in the background, so they're very tiny. I'm definitely gonna hang this on my wall. I'm so proud. It's not even finished. Far from. Actually, it really depends on how it dries. Because... well, that's too much purple. And then in the background, maybe we'll add some lake. And then we can add reflections. Because we obviously have the ability to do that. We have the ability to try it. And then in the background, or in the foreground, I mean. Oh, look at this color. That is like a sage green. I never knew how to mix it. Now I do know. You just need a dark purple and a bright green. The other day I couldn't find any YouTube videos to watch while drawing, so I just put on Bob Ross and I would recommend that. But today, I am your Bob Ross. Nice to meet you. Bob Rice. I want to add a lake of some sorts. So I don't have much space left. Maybe this corner here. Like so. Oh, this is so satisfying if you just... oh, never mind. If you just like really spread it out. There we have some water. And then on these sides, maybe gonna add a tree here. Or some bushes. Or whatever. And with that, we've got the whole canvas covered. Oh, wait, I do that. Not that it's done. There's all green in here. I don't want that. It's on my knife. You know? I think if you look at it from like a big distance, it looks pretty nice. The sky is very, very textured. I think we're gonna use what is left over of this green to make a sappy green. So we'll add yellow. And then we're gonna add bushes. I'm gonna clean this and this. Okay, I also washed my hands a little bit, only a little bit. I noticed that it's on my sleeve here. And I also noticed that it's on my face, so artist life. I don't like this color at all. Gonna add way more yellow. Maybe even some red. Yeah, because if we add this to the painting, that's not gonna look good. Maybe some of the maroon. But just a tiny bit. Ooh, oh look at that. Now it's not green anymore. But it is brown. We made a brown. Achievement unlocked. Brown. We can make tree stems with this. It's a very, very poopy brown now. Like, what if he just placed a big tree here? Bob Ross would say do so, so just put a stem like so, and maybe another one, and then we don't actually have, wait, maybe if we, you know Bob Ross always takes his fan brush and then he just like, oh, I don't like that, and then he just like puts it on there. Well, we can't really do that today. Like so, there is a tree living here. I don't like the tangent that it brings up here, so I'm gonna, and then maybe we'll add more yellow. Like, see if we can finally make a sappy green, as was my plan. And then we'll add bushes. Shoot, I think some of the maroon like went through the straw to the bottom, and now there's maroon in my yellow. Oh my god, calm down. Oh, we're very, very lucky that it was not on there. You see the orange? It mixed. Ooh, that could have gone wrong. Because if that splatter was on there, I don't even want to think about it. I'm gonna grab this. Maybe we'll just do it down here. Grab everything that's on here. Maybe mix what we have. We're gonna need more glue. So let's grab some glue. Because once again, otherwise it's just gonna not be good. I like this green. It's like a muted sage green. But it's not the color that I'm looking for. Grab this one that is clean. I must say I really like this color. It's getting pretty close to the color we need. I think this would be fine. Because it's pretty muted, so it should more or less fit. Put some on our palette knife. And then we're just gonna blob it on there. On the sides. Maybe just like so, why not? Oh, this is a really, really pretty color. I've been really liking like lime green or green like this. It just looks good with every color, honestly. I need a shading color. Almost as good as this paint. What are we gonna shade this with? Probably something like this. I think color theory is so interesting. I don't paint traditionally very often. At all. I don't even remember when the last time was that I actually used paint like this. Or paint not like this. I've never done this. Anyways, I digress. But mixing colors is so fun traditionally because it's like, oh, what if I add this color? What if I, you can experiment with it. And digitally, that's just a lot harder because you can slide the slider around, but that's not the same at all. And I think for learning color theory, it's especially convenient. Layer, 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 layer. Should we make this higher? Maybe this, maybe just, like, I just grabbed some, oh, you can barely see that. I grabbed some yellow, we'll add it. There's a hair. Oh no. Oh my god. That is such a long hair. It's like the longest hair on my head. Ooh, look at that. Like I said, I added some yellow to make it more like a highlighter or a highlight color. And just look at that. Just look at that. Isn't that delightful? I don't like this tree, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna add some reflection to the water. I don't have a blue one. Okay, I got a tiny one. Gonna grab some of that. Maybe add some more glue because this is not. I don't trust it anymore. Grab this. And then just take a leap of faith. Let's watch our Bob Ross did like a reflection of the trees. We're not doing that. Not for this one. I am so ruining the lake with this. Like so, maybe? I think that's fine. You can see that in the mountains. I think that used to be way brighter, but just as with any light color, it's just faded. That's fine. Yeah, with this, I think the tree is way too saturated. we can try and go over it. So we've got this poopy brownish, no, greenish brown. Maybe if we add red or the pink to that, it's gonna be less saturated. But this is also a very saturated color, so maybe it's not gonna work. But it's a process of experimenting. Oh, look at that. This color is nice. It's not a green, not at all, but I like it. We've got a lighter green, and it's definitely, this is more of a sandy. Oh, I actually really like that color as well. I don't think we can really use it. I'm gonna put it on. It's gonna look like poop. I'm gonna make sure I have it forever. Let's see if this one's dry. Oh, that's not dry. It's bouncy, but anyways, like so. A poopy hearts. I keep hearing the church bell that goes every like half hour. I don't know how many times I've heard it already since filming, but I think I have been filming for over 2 hours. This is very, I need it to be more green. We now have a very light brown, pretty neutral, maybe a little warm. I think we're just gonna add some green to this, the original forest green, but just a tiny bit. Make sure the one end is empty. Get a tiny bit. Oh yeah, that's might already be enough. And then we'll mix it again. See, that is way too much already. Actually, we're gonna grab that. It's not mixed very, very well, but I'm gonna add it to here and make it less saturated. Sometimes you just need a second attempt. This tree is a good example of that. I already like that better. We have another shading color because this is not shaded at all. That is just brown. That's not what I want. We'll go over it. We'll scrape it off. And I think with that, we're done. So here it is. We already have a close-up. It's definitely gonna look different when it dries. How it's gonna look, I have no clue. Gonna place it here. Then we have our clouds that I don't even know how I painted it. I don't think this one is gonna dry well, but only time will tell. And we've got our portrait, which I really like the colors. They're very bright and fun. I'll update you guys in a couple of days at the end of the video. But I want to say my goodbyes already. I want to thank you for watching. I hope that you enjoyed coming along with me as I, tried making thick paints. I would definitely recommend it. This was not a tutorial by any kinds, but I had a lot of fun. It was so much fun to figure this out. I would highly recommend it. If you're feeling stuck with art block or whatever, just try this. It is probably very different from what you normally do, but it's fun. It's very fun. If you enjoyed, maybe let me know. Maybe leave a comment. Your comments always make me really happy because it feels like there's actually someone watching. I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you for watching. Bye bye. Okay, so it's been around 3 days, I think, and as expected, especially this one, I think my theory with this one is that there was a lot of shaving cream in it, so it like really puffed up at the end of the video, and now it's obviously deflated for the most part, but I don't dislike it. You can see the texture in the sun like this. This one's obviously really ugly. You can see that it's very cracked. All of them are very cracked, especially the yellow here and just the nose and everything. And then with this one, you can really see it in the sky. That just looks like a painting that's like 500 years old. The mountains and the trees are a little bit better, but they definitely like deflated a little bit. I think that in the sky we used the acrylic. So maybe the acrylic is the one that really, because the same here with the pink. And the yellow as well, because the yellow and the pink were acrylic. So I think the glue works a little bit better. Those are my tips.